Here's how I'd book the reveal of the Masked Man. And after ambushing Bron Breakker at the Royal Rumble, yet again another Masked Man is running wild in WWE, causing a lot of chaos within the Vision. But Paul Heyman revealed on Raw that any wrestler who went to Saudi Arabia had to get their visa approved through Adam Pearce, meaning he either secretly allowed Seth Rollins to go to the Rumble, or the Masked Man is someone who was already there to begin with. And with Austin Theory being the previous Masked Man, a lot of accusations are getting thrown his way. But Braun is forced to ignore all of that once he wins his qualifying match to be in the Elimination Chamber.
A shadow in the arena, a mystery behind the mask. The WWE Universe has been waiting to see who hides behind the darkness. Tonight, the secret is finally revealed. The Masked Man is none other than, let's get into it.
The Masked Man is back, and now I have no idea where this storyline is going. The main event of Monday Night Raw was a triple threat match between LA Knight, Penta, and Austin Theory. And as the match was concluding, the Vision came out to help Austin Theory try to win this match, and then ultimately, after they beat up LA Knight, the Masked Man had returned and attacked Austin Theory.
Now here's where real life and storyline blend. It was later confirmed that Bron Breakker actually suffered a serious hernia injury. He needed surgery and is currently out of action with no clear return date. He was being built up for a potential match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42, but that's now in question.
Masked Man? What? What? Whoa, it's not Pierce. It is not Pierce. Who could that be?
Who is this guy?
Who is it?
So WWE took a real injury and wove it perfectly into this Masked Man storyline. That's smart booking. Fast forward to the February 9th episode of Monday Night Raw. The Masked Man struck again, and this time the target was different, but equally important to the story. The main event was a triple threat match between Penta, LA Knight, and Austin Theory. The winner would earn a spot in the Elimination Chamber match on February 28th.
Welcome back.
Now Austin Theory is a key member of the Vision faction, alongside Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and the currently injured Bron Breakker. Before the match, Raw general manager Adam Pearce warned Paul Heyman not to interfere, and to his credit, Heyman stayed out of it, but the Vision members didn't. As the match is reaching its climax, Logan Paul and Bronson Reed attack LA Knight on the outside. Bronson Reed crushes Knight with his devastating tsunami splash, and Austin Theory goes for the pin, but Penta pulls Theory out of the ring to break up the count. As Theory turns around to deal with Penta, bam, the Masked Man appears out of nowhere and attacks Theory, and just like at the Royal Rumble, he hits the Stomp Rollins move, laying Theory out completely. Logan Paul and Bronson Reed chase after the attacker, but he escapes through the crowd, keeping his identity hidden. LA Knight takes advantage of the chaos, hits the BFT on the dazed Theory, and gets the pin. Knight advances to the Elimination Chamber, and Theory is left devastated. Here's what's interesting. Austin Theory was actually the first Masked Man in this saga. Back at Survivor Series WarGames in November, Theory was disguised as a masked attacker, mimicking Seth Rollins and helping the Vision secure victory. Now someone is using that same playbook against the Vision. It's poetic justice. Okay, so who is this mystery attacker? Let's look at the evidence and the theories floating around. This is the obvious choice. The Masked Man uses Rollins' signature stomp. He's targeting members of the Vision, the faction that took Rollins out of action months ago when Bron Breakker injured him, forcing him to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship. Wrestling fans on social media have been doing detective work, and the evidence is compelling. The Boldervid returns compelling. The Seng compared the black shoes worn by the masked attacker to shoes Grayson Waller wore in a photo he posted from Paris last year. They appear to be the same shoes. Body type and posture. The Masked Man's build, stance, and mannerisms match Waller's. Ron Rob's. The storytelling. Waller and Theory were a tag team that had growing tension for months before they split. Waller attacking his former partner makes perfect sense from a character perspective. Now here's the caveat. Just because Waller is physically under the mask right now doesn't mean he'll be revealed as the attacker in the storyline. WWE could be using him as a stand-in while Seth Rollins heals up. Then when it's time for the big reveal, Rollins pulls off the mask and takes credit for the attacks. Now here's the caveat. Just because Waller is physically under the mask right now doesn't mean he'll be revealed as the attacker in the storyline. WWE could be using him as a stand-in while Seth Rollins heals up. Then when it's time for the big reveal, Rollins pulls off the mask and takes credit for the attacks. Some fans are speculating that this could be building to a new faction reveal. What if it's not just one person under the mask, but multiple people? Seth Rollins could be the mastermind, with Grayson Waller as his enforcer. Maybe even Ricky Saints, the former NXT champion who many feel is overdue for a main roster call-up, could be involved. Rollins has a history of leading factions. He was the architect of the Shield. He led the Authority. A new Rollins-led group targeting the Vision could be a major angle heading into WrestleMania 42. So where does this storyline go from here? Let's connect the dots. Bron Breakker is injured and out of action. The match everyone expected, Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker at WrestleMania 42, is now in serious doubt. But the Vision still has members: Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. All three are being terrorized by this masked attacker. If Seth Rollins is cleared to compete, we could see him revealed as the Masked Man and inserted into a high-profile WrestleMania match. Maybe a fatal four-way involving Logan Paul, Bronson Reed and another Vision member, or a one-on-one match against Logan Paul, who's been speculated to have a WrestleMania match. If this is Grayson Waller's storyline, this could be his big break. Waller has been criminally underutilized on the main roster for years. Revealing him as the masked man, maybe aligned with Rollins, maybe on his own, could catapult him into the WrestleMania spotlight. A Waller versus Theory match at WrestleMania, with their history as former partners, would be compelling storytelling. WWE could build to a multi-man tag match at WrestleMania, the Vision versus a newly formed faction. This would allow multiple superstars to get on the card and could be a centerpiece match for one of the 2 WrestleMania nights. Don't forget, Elimination Chamber is on February 28th. That's before WrestleMania. The Masked Man could make another appearance there, costing the Vision members their spots or attacking them during matches. WWE is keeping this mystery tight. They're clearly building to something big, and with WrestleMania 42 just weeks away, we should get answers soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bron Breakker. Now, Mr. Breakker is here tonight for a face-to-face meeting with the Raw General Manager, Adam Pearce. Now, I thank Mr. Pearce for this offer, but before he comes out, let's examine why this face-to-face, man-to-man meeting was necessary. Here's example number 1.
Exhibit A.
Bron Breakker in the ring doing what he does best. Right there! There it is! Adam Pearce puts his hands on Bron Breakker first. That, ladies and gentlemen, is conduct unbecoming an executive in World Wrestling Entertainment. You can watch Unreal all you want. There's no excuses for that. That doesn't belong
Logan.
as behavior of the general manager of the flagship show, Monday Night Raw. And even people in Canada know that. Here's example number 2. You keep putting your hands on my guy. Adam Pearce takes the brass knuckles. What does he do? He plants them. He plants the brass knuckles for Rey Mysterio. That's a setup. Watch what happens next. There's the brass knuckles. There's Rey Mysterio. Goes from being a deadbeat dad to a felonious father and smashes Austin Theory right in the face. Penta beat Theory because of Adam Pearce. Now it's time. Now that the table has been set, Mr. Pearce, thank you for the invitation. Please, sir, at your leisure, we welcome you. This is example number 1. Bron Breakker in the ring doing what he does best. Right there! There it is! Adam Pearce puts his hands on Bron Breakker first. That, ladies and gentlemen, is conduct unbecoming an executive in World Wrestling Entertainment. You can watch Unreal all you want. There's no excuses for that. That doesn't belong as behavior of the general manager of the flagship show, Monday Night Raw. And even people in Canada know that. Here's example number 2. You keep putting your hands on my guy. Adam Pearce takes the brass knuckles. What does he do? He plants them. He plants the brass knuckles for Rey Mysterio. That's a setup. Watch what happens next. There's the brass knuckles. There's Rey Mysterio. Goes from being a deadbeat dad to a felonious father and smashes Austin Theory right in the face. Penta beat Theory because of Adam Pearce. Now it's time. Now that the table has been set, Mr. Pearce, thank you for the invitation. Please, sir, at your leisure, we welcome your presence.
He apologized. Good.
And I pledge to all of you that will not happen again.
Well, you know, as a matter of fact,
And as a matter of fact, you would like me to lift Bron Breakker's suspension and put him into the Royal Rumble. Both things are done. I already filed the paperwork. It is official. You are in the Royal Rumble. Welcome back.
There it is.
What else do you need?
I need you to stop interrupting me in the middle of my sentence, but, okay, you drive a hard bargain. Good deal.
You know what, Mr. Heyman? You are such a tremendous negotiator. I have to say it. I've never been more impressed. Matter of fact, you're so good. Let me take it a step further. You're in the Rumble. You're in the Rumble. And you're in the Rumble.
So the whole
Congratulations.
Vision are in the Royal
Vision
Rumble.
is in the 2026
And you know how
Royal
that's going to
Rumble.
work.
It changed everything.
You yelling at me?
Say what you have to say.
I just want to let you know I think you are the best general manager that Raw has ever seen. And how much all of us on Raw are going to miss you when you're gone from this show. Are you threatening me, Paul? No, threatening. See, that can be used against me. But you just may want to take that phone call.
Go for Adam.
Last week on Raw, Paul Heyman revealed that he'd used his connections within WWE to arrange a meeting between Adam Pearce and Bron Breakker. But here's the million-dollar question that everyone's asking. Who made that phone call? Was it Triple H? Was it Nick Khan? Could it have been someone even higher up in the WWE corporate structure? Heyman has a long history in this business and connections that run deeper than anyone can imagine. The fact that he was able to get Pearce to agree to this meeting shows just how much pull the Oracle still has.
Gentlemen, I am not out here to make excuses, and I am not sorry for wearing my heart on my sleeve, but even I can acknowledge things got way out of hand.
During that segment, Heyman made it crystal clear. Adam Pearce had put his hands on Bron Breakker first during their confrontation. This revelation completely flipped the script on who was really at fault, putting Pearce in a very uncomfortable position. And Heyman, being the master strategist that he is, used this to his full advantage heading into this week's show in Toronto. Now, Paul Heyman, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory all standing by the Vision members' side.